I've got a package. This is my package, not your package, but my package. I haven't said that for quite a while now. And in my package, which is really, really reflective, so it's messing up with the exposure. I've got a box which is upside down, so I'll turn it the other way. This is a screen from CarPlay motorcycle, CPMC. In the box you get this very nice, it actually looks very nice, with an anti-reflective screen coating. Oh, I might leave that on actually. Excuse the noise in the background, they're chopping a coconut tree down. I bet you never thought you'd hear me say that, did you? 64 gig SD card. This will be for the power, a camera, lead which probably goes to the camera, a control for the handlebars, another camera, tire pressure monitor sensors, all the mounting accessories for the handlebars, another cable which probably goes to the other camera, a mounting kit with a little screwdriver, a visor thing. That's quite a big sun protector on it. Hang on. This looks very similar to the AOC. I've got a box. We've done that. I mean, at first glances, well, that date and time ain't right. At first glances, I prefer this one. So what I'm going to do is, I've got to fit this thing onto my motorcycle, and then I've got to test it. I can't connect to it here because it will give me my location, and I don't want people to know where I live. Okay. I'm standing here overlooking the jungle, which is swamped with mosquitoes and God knows what, so I'm dressed from head to toe. I've got my screen there, which I've fashioned a mount. I can't mount it behind the screen because there's just not enough room, so the only place I can put it is there. But I had to drop it down some so as it doesn't obscure the key sort of area, so it fits perfectly there. And no, it doesn't catch the tank when you do full lock. I've got my bag of tools which contains everything. I'm going to fit it and everything's going to be perfect. I think I'm looking for a purple or violet light, wire light, but it's the accessory thing for the heated grips. What I have found is this one, which is tucked down the side of the fairing, but it's constant live. And I don't want that, I want switch live. I don't recommend you do this, but on the tail light it's got an aftermarket LED tail light on it, and the original one was incandescent, so that is going to be drawing a lot less current. So I think what I'm going to do is I've identified the two wires, positive and negative, and I'm going to tap into those and I'm going to use those wires. I've just drilled a hole for this camera wire to go through to put it on the back there. The front camera, I'm not happy with where it is, but you know, it's obvious. So both the cameras are working. The wiring, I've routed it, and that's all I've done is I've routed it. So I've now got to go around and tidy all this up. It's actually got TPMS. So I'm going to fit these and then we're going to go for a test ride. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another cold but fantastic day on planet Earth. What you do is you go on your phone, you set your destination, you get on the bike and it automatically connects. Why isn't this updating? Oh dear. I don't know if I've got a brownout, you know. I might have a bit of a problem with my wiring. I don't know if it's clean. Oh, and it's rebooted again. Why has it gone off Android Auto? I'm working on the CPMC display because I don't know if I'm getting brownouts or what, but I mean, this is wired to the backlight and I was suspecting that it wouldn't work. It was a gamble and it didn't pay off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this through a relay to the battery. I'm going to get my phone, I'm going to try search for Royet Tower. Start. They are sort of laggy, and the only reason is it's just Android Auto. It's not very responsive at all. Look. Right, let's pull up here. Come on, Android Auto, bloody hell.
So start recording.
I'm going to have to do a voiceover here because I've got something important to say. When I fitted the relay, it fixed the problem completely and it was rock solid, but I noticed it was a bit laggy. The front and rear cameras are advertised as 2K, but when I imported the footage into Premiere, I started getting frame retrieval errors. So I spent the evening going down a rabbit hole as I normally do, and I started analysing the frame timestamps in FFmpeg. I sent the original recording, the Premiere errors and the FFmpeg analysis to CPMC, and to be completely fair to CPMC, they didn't try to bullshit me. They sent it to the factory and the factory confirmed that 2K and hardware can't maintain a genuine stable 30 frames a second while simultaneously running blind spot detection, navigating and video recording. So their solution was to drop the camera recording down to 1080p mode. CPMC contacted me after seeing my AOC review. They suggested this comparison. One of the main reasons I spent 2 days fitting the X6 was the 2K cameras. So I then set out on another long journey, which I'm going to play now, and I set it recording in 1080p. And after a 5-hour journey that I did, I cannot fault it. The navigation was perfectly smooth. So right at the end of this video, you'll see my true opinion on the whole system.
So as long as you can do without it recording in 2K, the cameras are 2K, but that's it. It does say 2K cameras. Wow, that is sensitive. That is a really good feature, to be honest, because you never know who's behind you, who's aside of you. Around here, especially around here, it's terrible. So that, to me, is a fantastic feature. For me personally, I don't like controls here. I didn't fit the hand remote thing, what's it, buttons. Now that in itself I found out is actually the GPS system. On the home screen I haven't got the speed, and also on the recordings I haven't got the speed. See, it's constantly telling me behind there's somebody there. I mean, sometimes you don't see it. If you got your mirrors positioned wrong, you won't see it. I mean, you're not going to hear it at speed, but then again, you know, once you open this thing up, you ain't going to get anything in your mirror, are you? That's something that nobody else has got. There has been occasion where I've been sitting here, or you know, waiting to pull away or turn right or something, and there's somebody to the right of me. That has happened in my blind spot. That was a 2.5 hour ride. Flawless. Not failed on me once. Absolutely amazing.
I don't want to go, but I've got to go because I've got things to do, like have a shave, cut my hair, and go and carry on with life after illness.
I'm here at my favourite bridge. After doing a run to Royette, this thing, it's guided me there, it's guided me back. Everything's been perfect. It hasn't crashed, nothing. So yeah, I'm quite sort of impressed with it, to be honest. The only thing I haven't got is the handlebar grip, and it doesn't do 2K. It doesn't do 2K recording. So yes, I am happy with it. Yes, I do recommend it, apart from the 2K. The 2K recording. You've got 2K video on the camera, but you can't record in 2K. Apart from that, I really like it. With regards to my phone, I've been out for 5 hours constantly using it, and my phone is now at 36%. So, you know, you can do about a 7 or 8 hour journey with a full charge on your phone. Well, I can on mine anyway. This is probably the only one that I am keeping. The others, I sort of test them and take them off because I'm not 100% happy with them. But I'm happy with this as long as it does a recording, as long as the playback's okay, and I can import it into Adobe Media. You have to get the card out with the, you'd have to take the 2 screws out, take the tab out, and then there's another waterproof tab in there. Then you have to get a screwdriver to poke it out. You can't get your finger in there. So you have to poke it out and then get some pliers to pull the card out. That's no big deal, you know. But I like it, yes, and I'm going to keep it.